are McMillan and Wally.
My father said there are no perfect crimes.
This sounds absolutely incredible.
San Francisco Police Commissioner Stuart McMillan.
This is Commissioner McMillan.
His wife, Sally.
Just sort of all around wonderful, yes.
I said no comment.
McMillan and Wily.
The commissioner's back in town.
McMillan and Wily. Tonight at 8 on the KDOC TV Primetime Movie.
Well, look whom is here. Is it whom or who? Look who is here. I always like to be grammatically correct, like our president, George W.
He does set a high standard for grammatical correctness.
Oh, I'll tell you. We are here with my co-host and longtime friend, been on the show for years and years, the one and only Bill Bancroft. There he is. How are you doing, Bill?
Good, Wally. How are you?
You know, I saw one of the clips from our show, and I was watching you as the co-host from the past, and I was trying to think, he looks different, and all of a sudden it dawned on me what it was.
What was it?
Your mustache was dark and your hair was dark.
Yeah. I've given that up in the last few years for the more senior look.
Did you dye your hair white, or did it just come naturally?
No, it pretty much did it on its own. I didn't have to work at that one.
That was the one thing I noticed.
Yeah,
I said,
that's
what's
a difference.
different about Bill?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I've always been a towhead.
A towhead, yeah.
Towhead blonde.
In fact, you're famous for being a towhead blonde.
Towhead blonde. Wally George in his sleek blonde helmet. I'll never forget that from the article written by Howard Rosenberg in the Times. And he started out to describe me. He says, I always like to watch Wally George and admire his sleek blonde helmet. Just fits on my head like a helmet.
And I wonder what he has on his head.
Yeah.
I think it may not have much.
Well, he's written a lot about me over the years, and not very terrific things, but he has come out to say that when Jerry Springer and all these guys came out, he did say, you know, all these guys have copied Wally George. I remember when he first did Hot Seat, he's the guy who originated all this, and everybody's copied Wally George.
Well, at least he's honest about it.
So
that's okay.
So that was nice. Now, we have to talk about Patrol 1 and security, the best security
the best
in the world.
Absolutely the best.
All kinds of security.
We do any kind, and if we don't do it the best in the world, we'll put you on to who does, because we have connections with all those people. So everything from executive protection to alarms to camera systems for security to standing uniform guards, gate monitors, patrol service, pool monitors, you name it, we do it. The best.
Even check out pretty blondes sometime.
Only when it's part of our responsibility. Yeah. It's a nasty job somebody has to do.
Bill Bancroft is the owner and the guy who started this whole thing going, and now it's #1.
#1 in Orange County.
Patrol 1.
Yeah.
And of course, they keep adding new clients because of our great show.
That's true. In fact, we add new clients. We've added more vehicles, more people. Biggest problem we have is finding enough good officers now.
Oh yeah, you need good officers.
We need good officers. Yes.
So I'll give them a call. Hey, we wanted to chit-chat a little bit here. I haven't used that word in years. Chit-chat.
Chit-chat.
About the like last week, I believe it was, I was talking at length about the Los Angeles mayoral election, and a lot of people were thinking that Villaraigosa had the whole thing wrapped up. Did you think so, or
no? I didn't think so. I mean, I know what you're saying, and a lot of people did believe that, but I really thought that Jimmy Hahn had it wrapped up going in. I thought Villaraigosa jumped up, but then there were some things that came up about Mr. Villaraigosa. Yeah.
The letter.
Exactly.
The letter was a thing. Do you remember he wrote, they came out with the story that Antonio Villaraigosa wrote a letter to President Clinton, who was still president at that time, near his final weeks, and asked for him to pardon this drug czar.
Yeah.
You know, who'd been importing, exporting drugs and all that stuff, and Clinton pardoned him.
Yep.
And Villaraigosa's story, he said, I never wrote a letter like that. And the LA Times produced the letter. And they said, here's your letter, and there's your signature.
And he said, oh, that letter.
Oh, yeah. And then he said, well, I never got anything out of that. I just thought that it... And then we
He said he
found out-
didn't get any money for that, right?
No, that's
Is that
right. He said he just wrote it because he thought the guy didn't get a fair trial.
Ah.
And then they come up with the fact he got somewhere around $100,000
Oh, that's not chicken feed.
after the letter was written.
Boy, oh boy. Yeah, that's questionable, and I think that just about did it for him.
I think the people said, well, we got another Bill Clinton on our hands
I think
here.
you're right.
And you know, Villaraigosa gave me the impression that he was kind of a slippery guy.
Really?
That I looked him in the eyes and I didn't trust him.
Really?
Yeah, when he looked into the camera and said, I'll do this and blah, 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 something about him, I said, this guy, I don't trust him. I see Bill Clinton in this guy.
Ooh.
And then when Kenny Hahn, I see, that's what I saw. Now listen, Bill, don't get upset if I bring you down. I'm just telling it the way it really is. By the way, Bill, he doesn't look very happy at all.
He didn't look very happy, and he looked a little chunky.
Hey, Bill, let me see you again. You look pretty... You're chunky. You're flabby.
I think
Get
so.
out of here.
Took care of that.
But anyway, yeah, I saw a little Clinton there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, when you see that, you have to react to it and just say, you know, I'm not doing that anymore. And I think that's what the people of L.A. did.
And also in the media, they say the Villaraigosa campaign just went crazy trying to find something against Kenny Hahn, because they said every politician has a skeleton in their closet. And they couldn't find anything.
Nothing at all.
The guy has a spotless record.
And a long record.
And
So if he was going to trip and stub his toe, he had plenty of time to do it.
City attorney, what was the other one? City something else. And he's been in and his father, Kenny Hahn,
Right.
served in the city council, county supervisor.
Hugely respected man.
Oh, beloved.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially by the black community.
Absolutely.
And so I think Jimmy Hahn has ambitions for higher office. I think he's going to run for governor one day soon.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, do you, how does that play in with where
They're wrapping us up.
they're